Imagine walking into a library full of books, hundreds of thousands of books. To those of us who like books, this is starting to sound pretty great. Now imagine that those books are just randomly placed on shelves. What a letdown. How will you ever find what you're looking for, or even know that they have it? The same is true for databases. Without organizing and filtering the data, it's difficult to even see what you have, let alone make use of that data. Reports allow us to use that data to write a story. A report may describe your site's visitors and which pages are the most popular. Reports can help you forecast inventory by telling how many products have been purchased in the last 6 months. Reports can also give us the information we need to bill clients for our time. In the next few videos, we'll read data from our database and organize that data to create several different reports. We'll start by setting up a table to display the task information and summarize the time spent by including a grand total at the end. Let's take a look at the starting point. In a browser, when we choose Reports, we see a table with a grand total. We need to add the actual grand total and the rest of the report information from our database. So let's get started. Back in Workspaces, open reports.php. Let's add opening and closing PHP tags right after the opening table tag. We know we're going to need a total for the grand total, so let's start with a variable named total and set it equal to 0. Now we need to loop through each of our tasks and add the time to our total. We've done this loop before, so it should look familiar. For each, get task list as item. Now we want to total plus equals item time. And finally, we can use that total for our grand total. Echo total. Let's view this in the browser again. Great, we have a total. Now let's show where that total came from. Back in our for each loop, let's add a new table row. Then add cells for the task details. Title, date, and time. Let's go back to the browser and check this out. Now we see a list of all our tasks along with that grand total. This is pretty much just like our task list page, with more details. It doesn't give us too much of an insight into our data. In the next few videos, we'll organize our data into more informative and useful reports.